Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Dora and today I am updating you on my plan to pan, my 26 and 2026 items that I would like to finish completely. And I'm also introducing a new project. Well, actually I've already done that, but I've been waiting for this moment for a couple of years now because 2026, of course, is the year of the alphabet. If you've no idea what I'm talking about, there's a collaborative project pan called Beauty A to Z, and the idea is that you're panning a product for every single letter of the alphabet. So maybe it's in the name of the product itself, like a group like blush, B for blush, or the brand starts with that letter, or the name of the product, or the shade, and then you try and pan them. So I've been waiting for this. I didn't want to spoil this because I think we're meant to post them after the 1st of January with Beauty A to Z. So I've already done that, so a little plot twist there, and instead of just bringing you the intro, I'm bringing you update 1, all in one video. Before we get into it, please make sure you check out my description box below. I've linked to the Fantastic Ladies Facebook group. So the Beauty A to Z is organized by the Fantastic Ladies and it was created by Jessica Lee and Amanda. So I've linked those down below as well. All right, so let's go through my 26 items. And of course, I'm going to go through them in the order of the alphabet. So for the letter A, okay, a bit of a downer. I haven't used this product yet. I've got my Barbour Ampoules, so that's where the A comes from. Active Night, another A. Ampoule Serum Concentrates. There are 7 in here, and I've yet to use them. Yeah, but I've still got 11 months, so it'll be all right. For the letter B, I've got a BB cream here, and it's a tinted sun fluid by Sundance, 50 SPF. It's just the wrong season for it, so I haven't used it yet. This will be really, really lovely in the spring, summer as a standalone product instead of foundation, but yeah. Haven't used it yet. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. The next one, I've used once. I promise you there's better updates coming. For the letter C, I've picked a Collagen Intense Radiance Serum by Avon. So this is it here. I've used it once, just a pea-sized amount. That's what they recommend here. And what I forgot to point out last time is that this product contains retinol, and I do have very sensitive skin, so I've only used it once, but I'm trying to get into the habit of reintroducing retinol into my skincare routine, and I'm sort of kicking off with once a week, and then maybe I'll up it to 2 times a week, but probably no more than that. There are 30 milliliters in here, but I've got the whole year. I think I can do it. I've got a tiny bit of a weight difference on here of minus 0.1 grams. So this product now weighs 36.2 grams. In the intro, it was 36.3. For the letter D, it's my Do It All stick by H&M, which is a blush and cheek stick. But it's been discontinued, discontinued. And I don't put it on my lips anymore. But I've got really nice progress on here. Not wearing it today. I'm actually trying out a new Franken blush for the first time today, and I frankened it like a week or 2 ago already, and I've been holding off. Just as a little side note, I love it. It's my Essence blush, by the way, the matte one. I just made it more shimmery. I love it. Okay, really, really, really enjoy this product. I've got a nice bit of a progress line on here as well. Bear in mind, I didn't mark these when I introed this project, I think in December or November. But instead I wanted to mark them towards the 1st of January. I was away at the beginning of January, so the progress lines are from the 7th, and it's just under 3 weeks since then. But never mind, there is progress. Tiny bit, but here we go. So can you see that pink line there? That is my progress line. And I think visually you can see it as well, because with this product rolled down all the way, I can't, before it was more like this and I was able to just apply it without twisting it up. And now I have to twist it up every time I use it. It's an almost daily use item, but it's not the only cream blush I've got in here, you will see. For the H&M Do It All stick, minus 0.6 grams. For the letter E, I've picked an Essence product, and it's even got more E's in the name of the product. It's the Bright Eyes Under Eye Stick here in Warm Honey. I'm not loving this product, but I'm making it work, and I've got a foundation stick in here, and I've been starting to mix that in a little bit together. Yeah, so here's this one. I'm wearing it today actually for color correcting under my eyes. It works well when I've got like a really heavily cool toned eye look going on like today. But sometimes I've noticed it in one video. I just thought, why am I looking so yellow on around my inner corners, you know, and under my eyes? Well, it was this. So I'm still sort of trying to figure it out. I would not repurchase this. I think it's starting to go a little bit, even though I only bought it in August of last year. So it's been, you know, less than 12 months. I'm not sure if I'm going to hold on to it after those 12 months. We're just going to have to wait and see. I tend to do cream declutters periodically to figure out what of my makeup collection is still okay to use. And I do prefer trusting my senses over what the expiration date tells me. But I still think it'd be like a good moment, like a little milestone to decide, okay, I'm gonna test it here. So in August, as a reminder, I'm gonna try this one out. If I do need to declutter it, I'll just have to find a different product with the letter E. The weight difference on here is minus 0.3 grams, and I do also have a little bit of a progress line here. And it's just here, this pink line. For the letter F, I picked a foundation, and I've got my Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Foundation here. And look at that. This was from the intro, and I've not only been wearing this one. I've been splitting my time between this one and another one that I'm wearing in my 2+ years project pan, an older one, a Franken one. And look at that progress. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. And the weight difference on here is minus 4.1 grams. So this product now weighs 125.2 grams. And yeah, super happy with that. Next, for the letter G, I've got a perfume by Gucci. It's Gucci Rush 2. And here it is. And I have some progress on here. I've got 2 perfumes in here, but this is the one that I've used a little bit less, but still really happy with this progress. I've got a weight difference of 1.2 grams on here. So this now weighs 94.4 grams. I really enjoy this one. And I was so happy to hear that it's not discontinued. Thank you so much. One of you commented that on my intro video. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it online maybe. I'm terrible for online shopping. I don't really tend to do it. Maybe I can find it. I've just not been able to locate it in store. And the previous one, Gucci Rush, the original red, such a favorite. If I could find that again, oh, happy days. Okay. For the letter H, I've chosen a hand scrub by Rituals, and I've used it once. Happy to say that. I actually used it on my feet. I get terrible flare-ups of eczema on my hands, so this is not a product that I would want to use on my hands. But I used it on my feet and it was really nice, but I used it in the shower, so it was super slippery. So now I'm only going to be using this in the bath where I'm not, you know, worried about breaking my neck in the shower. Oh, touch wood. With that one use, I've got a difference of 1.8 grams. So this product now weighs 46.1 grams. For the letter I, I've got an illuminator, and it's the Collection Filter Finish Complexion Boosting Primer and Illuminator here. I'm here now. I need to put new marking on here, but this was from the intro, so I've already been using it, and I even used it all over my face a couple of times, and I like it. I didn't like it initially. Maybe I tried it with the wrong products on top, or I think it might have been summer and it wasn't really, it was just too shiny for me at the time, and then I gave up on that idea. But I have been enjoying this all over my face, but mainly I use it to clean up fallout, and then it sort of acts as a highlighter under my foundation as well. So I've got a weight difference on here of 2 grams exactly, and this product now weighs 101.6 grams. For the letter J, I've got another perfume, and it's by Marc Jacobs, and it's Dot. And this is what I've been prioritizing lately. I've got a weight difference on here of minus 3.8 grams. Super happy. I think I'm probably going to finish this one first before the Gucci Rush 2. For the letter K, I've got a Kiko product and it's an eyeshadow stick, and this is in a lilac color, color 11. Super lovely. And I'm wearing this as a base today under this look actually. I don't have a massive difference on here in terms of, you know, visually. It's still sticking out. It's still almost new looking, but minus 0.1 grams, and yes, I'll take it. So I think I used it 3 times probably since I introed it, maybe 2 times. And this is the progress line for the Kiko eye pencil. For the letter L, I've got a fixing powder, no, a setting powder, Ready Set Go by Lottie London, double L. And I can't show you visual progress, it's just such a mess. It's an okay translucent setting powder. I really like it under my eyes because it's very fine milled, and sometimes I'm wearing either a Franken all over my face or a Franken powder out of eyeshadows mainly. Or there's the Essence Matte All About Matte, which I also like, but this is more fine milled, so works better for under the eyes. And I've got a weight difference on here of 0.5 grams. This also works really well for travel, so I had it with me at the beginning of January. Sorry we got cut off, I had a phone call there, so yeah, but enjoying this product. I think, how many grams are in here? 5 grams. I should be able to have it done within 10 months if I keep going like this. For the letter M, I've got another cream blush in here, or a liquid blush, and it's Made by Mitchell, and it's the blush in Posy Rosy. I'm sort of prioritizing the H&M Do It All stick over this one, but still I am using it regularly. And I do have a weight difference on here already, and it's also minus 0.5 grams of a difference. I can't really mark this. Yes, you can see that there's some sort of line here, but I think that's just where the shimmer has settled a little bit. But I can't, you know, even through the ring light, and that is very strong, I can't see through the product. But here and there when I've used it, not right now of course, I've been able to get some windowing on there. So I don't think there's as much in here as I thought. 6 milliliters. What about the H&M one in comparison? If I could find it. 6.5 grams. Okay, roughly about the same. Next, for the letter N, I've got a lip balm in here, and this is by Nardis Herbal, and it's a lemongrass lip balm. I really, really like it. It's this one here. I've used it a tiny bit, and luckily the lip balm that I was working on or using in my bathroom has just finished. So this is now moved to the bathroom, which means I'm going to be using it a lot more often, not just in the mornings, evenings, but also throughout the day. I love reapplying moisturizing lip balm onto my lips throughout the day. I've got a bit of a weight difference on here, just minus 0.1 gram, but yeah, it's something, and I'm expecting this to move faster now. I do have a progress line here as well. Here we are, just a tiny progress line, but still something nonetheless. For the letter O, I've got the Ottama Kirkpinner Bed and Breakfast 50 SPF. Absolutely love this, but I haven't used it yet, so no weight difference. I'm just waiting for spring. I can already hear the birds are sounding like spring is coming soon, but we're still in January obviously, but it's a bit warmer than it should be at this time of the year, but yeah, anyway. Okay. For the letter P, I've got the Pomelo and Basil hand cream by Oliver Bonus here. I've got amazing progress on here, if I do say so myself. It just really helps that I put this in my handbag, and I love a hand cream. So I've got a weight difference on here of minus 21 grams exactly. And there are 75 milliliters in here. Let's say that's roughly about 75 grams. I could be done with this in the next 3-4 months. That would be exciting. For the letter Q, I've got a lip liner by Catrice in Queen Vibes. And this is a favorite. I'm wearing this pretty much every day. Not today, obviously, yeah. But, you know, there is not that much here. It's so wonky. But it's a favorite. And once I'm done with this one, I will replace it with another nude sort of lip liner. It's my only one of its kind. And yeah, I do go through them quite fast. So I'm really confident this will be done very soon. There's no weight difference on here though, just yet. I'm guessing I'm really close to 0.1 grams weight difference, but it's so tiny, and the way the scales are rounding up, it's just not visible yet. But I have a progress line. So it's this little pink chunk here. For the letter R, I've got a primer in here, and it's a ceramide primer by Revolution, so that's where the R is coming from. Here it is, and this is my progress. So L is pump, so it's moving upward. So again, I need to mark this after filming this update. I do not love this. I like a pore filling, pore blurring primer, maybe even slightly color correcting, like I'm working in my own time. I'm using a green color correcting one here and there. I also like when there's a bit of a shimmer, but this one, yes, it's meant to be hydrating, but I've also found that I end up looking far more shiny and oily when I use this one. So definitely not a summer product for me. But I'm also not loving it right now. I need to just get going with it. If you've got any cool ideas of how to multitask primer and use them in a different way, do let me know. I do have a weight difference on here though, and that is minus 2.9 grams. So this product now weighs 68.5 grams. For the letter S, I've got a product that I was working on in 25 as well, and it's still here. And this is the e.l.f. Shadow Stick, or No Budge Shadow Stick. So that's where the S is coming from. In Perfect Pearl, and here it is. So there's not a lot left, probably another 2 months though, because I don't want to use only this on my eyelids. I've got a weight difference of minus 0.2 grams, and I can also show you some more progress. And this pink chunk here is my progress. For the letter T, I've got a Trended Up product here. This is a waterproof eye pencil, 2-in-1 line and define gel kajal and eyeliner in 050. I'm also of course trying to use this up, and I'm wearing this today, and yeah, I think I'm doing okay with it. I'm pretty confident I can have it done soon as well, before the end of the year. And I've got a weight difference of 0.1 grams. Of course, I don't sharpen this product, so you know, the weight difference is always going to be much smaller than on one of those wooden pencils, for example. And here's my progress. So considering this is 3 weeks, I think that's pretty decent. And I should mention that I only have one other eye pencil, no, 2. Okay. Rewind. I've got one almost new one from Kiko, and then I've got a black hole that I was working on last year, which is close to being done. So at the moment I'm wearing either this or the black, and then I combine them. Yeah, because then I would put this one on the lower lash line and the black one for tight lining. But yeah, I feel like this is a really good category for me, eye pencils. And I do go through them fairly quickly because I love wearing them. For the letter U, I've got a fixing spray here. Where is it? Here we go. And it's the U, so spelled with a U. Studio London by Superdrug Feeling Peachy Setting Mist. There you go. I don't love what this is doing here, the sticker. I think it must be from, you know, my grubby hands. When I apply my makeup, everything becomes shimmery in my collection, and maybe this is why this is lifting off. I don't know, but I do have progress. So here's where I was in the intro, and here is where I am today. I am sometimes wearing this as a priming spray. This is how I introduced it, but I've actually really been enjoying wearing this as a fixing spray, how it's intended to be used. I've been pleasantly surprised by it, and also it seems to help a little bit with my mascara as well, because with most, even waterproof mascaras, everything smudges under my eyelids. So yeah, a fixing spray is good for that. For the letter V, I've got the Revolution Velvet Kiss lip liner or lip crayon in Decadence. This was an item I tried to pan in 2024, and then I had enough of it last year, and now it's back. Here we are, and here's how much I have left of it. Quite a bit, but I'm wearing this quite a lot as well, almost daily. I've now included it in my combo where I'm wearing the Queen Vibes Catrice, and then I'm wearing the Mina lipstick. It's like a cool toned, almost purple neutral bullet lipstick. And then I wear my Not Mineral lip gloss in Coraline, which I tried to pan last year, on top. So that was my winning combo. But now if I add just a tiny little bit, and this is what you can see here, the color is slightly different there on the tip, isn't it? So I just apply, you know, just on my bottom lip, just one layer, and add that in. It just makes it a little bit warmer, and that works really well for me. And that way I'm working on this product as well. But I've also used it on its own. Yeah, so obviously I'm gonna have to do that a lot more if I want to finish it before the end of the year, and that's the goal. If you can see that little pink chunk there, that's the difference from the past 3 weeks. Yeah, so it's kind of decent, I think. 4 more products left. For W, I'm working on the Westman Atelier foundation stick. Gimme product, but we'll talk about it. Okay, it's still here. Here we go, and if I roll this all the way up, this is all I have left of it. I used this today as a bit of a touch-up, and I've got a weight difference on here of minus 0.5 grams. I think because I'm so close to being done, and what you're seeing there, a lot of that is the plastic base. So if I were to roll it, yeah, let me do that. When I roll it all the way down, this is how much I actually have left, which, you know, it's pretty much done. I think, and also because it helps me remember, I was talking to you about the Essence Bright Eyes Under Eye Stick, not a fave. And this one is quite light for me, so mixing these two together actually works really well, and that's what I've been doing. So I think I'm going to dig into the Westman Atelier. I think that just makes it a tiny bit more challenging than saying, yeah, this is done now, you know. For the letter X, I've got a lip liner here by Manhattan. This is a German drugstore brand, by the way, and it's the Extreme Last Lip Liner. And look, they even spelled it with an X right at the start. Extreme Last Lip Liner. I really quite enjoy this. I wore it this morning. This is great for the school run when I'm just doing like a no makeup look, very quick, and I want a bold lip on top. So yeah, I wear this one then. I've worn this quite a lot, but I've not been able to draw a new progress line for it. And I wasn't even able to do that for the intro because I used an existing, that's why you're seeing me grabbing for various different bits of paper. In most cases, you're seeing like the original progress lines from when I first introduced these products into projects or into my collection even. So this is where this pencil was on the 18th of August and on the 7th of January, but I know I had used it in those 5 months. Today, I still can't draw a new line. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, maybe I'll just have to start filling in my lips with this product. But I do also want to get this one out too. Maybe I can combine them. And for the letter Y, I'm working on my YSL Quint, and I'm trying to hit pan in all of the 5 shadows. I'm not there yet, but I'm using this quite a bit. Here it is, and I've really been enjoying it. I've used all 5 of these shadows, which is good if you're trying to hit pan on it, right? I'm gonna start over here. So the lightest one, inner corner highlight shade, fantastic for that. I've got 21 uses on here, and there's definitely a little bit of a dip starting to form, but I'm nowhere near close to pan yet. Moving on to this L-shaped one here, next color down, 3 uses on here. Mainly I've been wearing this as a topper shadow. They work really well for that. So does this one here, the more peachy toned one. I have got 8 uses on here. And then for this medium brown shimmer, I've got just 2 uses. So my least used shadow, I'm gonna have to remedy that next time. And the center shadow, I've got 5 uses on. I've really been enjoying this Quint. And yeah, it just works really well with what I've got going on in my Pan That palette. It's neutral, so you know, it always works. It's a little bit too cool toned. Sorry, warm toned, I find. I prefer like really truly neutrals, but I did one look with the Kiko as a base and then this on top, and that was beautiful. So I'm going to try and repeat that. I can do a standalone look with these 5 shadows here and the Kiko. That ticks so many boxes. Yeah. Final product for the letter Z. I've got, this was so hard. It was really hard to find something within my collection that starts with the Z, but I found something that has a Z in it. So, you know, sometimes you just have to make it work and be creative. So this is my Sun-Kissed Bronze, and that's where the Z is. Bronze Professional Moisturizer Spray Tan. Moisturizer spelled with an S, of course. I have not used this, but I do have good news because I finished a After Sun lotion, and yeah, if you're not new here, I think I was talking about that in my No by Project pan in a recent update. I think I'm going to try and mix this in with a regular body lotion, and because I noticed that the After Sun lotion had tanning properties in it. I could see that from the rim of the jar. Yeah, it was darkening. So I think I might try that out, and that would definitely help me to pan this a lot faster because I just don't self-tan. I will in the summer, at least on my legs. But before then, maybe I can, you know, get a bit of a head start on there because I do fly through body lotion, just like hand lotion. Moisturizers, yeah, I'm really into that. That was everything. Yay, I've been so excited. Oh, it was so much fun to select these products. Not just because that's fun every year, you know, which products do I really want to finish this whole, for this next year, upcoming year. But also to make sure that everything fit for each letter of the alphabet. So much fun. I'd love to hear from you how you're getting on with your plan to pan so far. Are there any products that you haven't touched yet, but you know, they're waiting in the wings? Are there any where you just really need a good reminder to use them? I wonder if this might interfere with the retinol. I'm just gonna have to very carefully try it out. But yeah, otherwise, super excited. There's decent progress already. I think in terms of first empties for next time. Now that I've said I'm gonna dig into the Westman Atelier, that's not gonna be an empty next time. I don't think so. Maybe Perfect Pearl. I will try on this one. To be honest, that's probably the only thing I'm really close on. But it's fun to like show you the progress as well, and then eventually I'm gonna have a month where there's gonna be like empty after empty. Oh, can't wait. So thank you so much for being here with me and for watching all the way until the end. I really hope you will subscribe if you haven't done so already. And other than that, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night, wherever you are, and I'm sending you so much love. Take care, bye.